Hello out there and welcome back. Today we are on vacation at sea. Now, some people have said, oh, you're a retired person, what do you call a vacation? Well, you're on vacation all the time. Not really. I mean, we're at home, we're doing chores, we're feeding animals, we're taking out the garbage. That's the kind of thing that you do on a daily basis, and you might call this a vacation from that. But in reality, since my wife is still working, she had some time off coming to her between Christmas and New Year's, and so we decided to take this. And so it is affordable. We have found that if you are willing to save up over a year's time, you can come up with the money put aside to easily take one of these cruises. The cost is not tremendous, especially when you consider what you get for it. The travel, the lodging, food, and entertainment. Now, the entertainment ain't the best you've ever seen. The food is usually really pretty good. The other things, I mean, it's a small cabin, but how much room do you need to sleep? And for a little bit more money, you can get a balcony like we have here. Now, we have one of the most low-level balconies, and it's not only cheaper, but it's also very close to the water. Generally, the more expensive cabins on the ship are on the higher decks, but we kind of like it down here because as you can hear the water, and that makes it so good to sleep at night. The washing of the waves against the ship as it goes about 25 miles an hour through the water between Galveston, where we embarked, and Key West, where will be our first stop tomorrow. And later on we'll be in the Bahamas and able to get some serious beach time and some sightseeing as well. But the thing I like about this the most really is the water. Just being on a ship is something I've told people that I would be just as happy being on a freighter as I would be on a cruise ship like this, just because of the effect of being on the water, traveling over the water. It rocks you to sleep. It's very calming. I can understand why people who work in the maritime industry don't mind being on the ship for months at a time. It pays well, but at the same time, it is something that is very peaceful, very alluring, and we love it. Now, one of the things we like about this, of course, is the spray against the ship, and you can hear it here very well, and see it if you look out over the balcony, because it is. We are only 25-30 feet above the water. Most of the more expensive cabins are 5 or 6 decks above this, and therefore they don't hear all of this, and I think they're missing out on some of the fun when you don't hear the water. You just kind of see it. Might as well have just a picture of the water going by. And frankly, these pictures don't do justice to what can be seen out here. It's so incredibly blue. Every once in a while you'll see a flying fish. If you go close to a port, the dolphins try to race the ship. It's a lot of fun. And there are pools and jacuzzis on board that we've taken advantage of and had a good time with. It's a very restful vacation, well suited to folks in the retirement age, even though there are a lot of people with children on the ship as well. But even with, 3,000 people on the ship, it does not seem to be overly crowded, really. And you can meet some people if you're up to doing things like that, and it's an important thing when you're past retirement to be able to still interact with other people rather than just sit in your chair and grumble. So this is a nice therapeutic way of making some friends, which are not easy to make in normal life. And then, of course, there is just the expanse. You can't see land anywhere around this ship, and we're only about 100 miles away from the nearest landmass, but the infinite look of the water as you look over it is just mesmerizing to me. and I can just take a book and sit out here and read all day if my wife would let me get away with it. But it's certainly a lot of restful fun for me, and whatever anybody else wants to make of it. So I'm not trying to do an ad for cruise sailing or for a particular cruise line. We've been on 3 different cruise lines, and while we like Carnival, we've been on others, and we get the same experience. Really, the thing that I like the best is the same on any of these ships, and the differences between them generally have to do with demographics. What kind of people do you want to travel with? So we're on vacation. This is the reason you haven't seen me for a little while, but we'll be back to some regular things when we get back to the mainland. But in the meantime, we hope that your Christmas was pleasant. We hope that your New Year's will be a happy one, and we'll see you after the new year. Until then, don't go far.